Hey fam, it's me Aaron, and it's another big week of comics. I still have not replaced my co-host, and I don't know if I will. Maybe I will. I mean, maybe I'll take auditions at some point, but I'm just gonna step it up and just be awesome. And great books this week. Batman #6. #5 is the one that gave you vertigo, kind of made you throw up. You had to flip the book all around, and Scott Snyder is the man. He is phenomenal. He's also kicking ass on American Vampire and Swamp Thing. But Greg Capullo is going to be at MegaCon this week, and the artist of this. And like all great books, Batman is the straw that stirs the drink. You know, it's the one that you could just read this and not read any of the other Bat books. And in fact, if you're reading the other Bat books, you have to read this because it's so good that the other books reference back to this one, not the other way around. And if anything, we got a new printing of issue 1. Get on Batman Scott Snyder today. If you're local, buy it and bring it to MegaCon. Wonder Woman #6. Wonder Woman is the best it has ever been, and I've liked other writers on it, but they just maybe didn't have the freedom to crack this nut of Wonder Woman because basically she is not a superhero, she is a mythological being, and here she is a demagogue, and she has to protect the realm of man from Poseidon and Hades and just kick some ass. And if you're a fan of any kind of rich genre mythology with a strong female protagonist, like Buffy or like, I don't know, every other anime, you will love this. It is very, very, very awesome. And it's not spandex. She has like armor, metal, and leather. It's hot. Green Lantern Corps. Yes, I'm always talking about this because I love Guy Gardner. Their rings are ineffectual against these keepers that were the keepers of the lantern when the lanterns would go into this like weird other reality realm or whatever. So since the rings are ineffectual, Guy Gardner, who always thinks outside the box, makes guns that shoots rings at him as, like bullets. Because he is the man. Guy Gardner. You know, it's some redneck, white collar ingenuity. That guy, I don't know. Guy Gardner, he's the man. Uncanny X-Force. I'm highlighting this because the softcover #2 came out, and the softcover #1 is back in print. And then we have the hardcover volume 3 if you want, but this is, again, the only X book that you need to read to get it. It is the straw that stirs the drink for the X-Men books. The ramifications of this spill over into all the other X books. Not that you need to read those books, I mean, whatever, but this book is self-contained, mission-based, amazing, and I've even heard people that hate Deadpool, that love Deadpool in here, because just the way he plays off of Phantom X, who's like this French, Pepe Le Pew kind of snob, and they just do not get along, and it is the most action-packed. Rick Remender is the man, even though he thinks I'm racist, but Rick Remender is phenomenal. You should try Uncanny X-Force with these volumes, volume 1 and 2. You will thank me. It is the best. And, his characterization of Deadpool blows Daniel Way away. I mean, I was like, Daniel Way who? Whatever. Avenging Spider-Man, it's going to be nothing but team-ups with movie characters because Zeb Wells is so Hollywood. He's Robot Chicken. It's going to be movie Avengers with Spider-Man. And you won't get Spider-Man in the movie, but you can get Spider-Man with the movie Avengers in this book. And it's hilarious. And Zeb Wells will also be at MegaCon this weekend, so harass him. And that brings me to the biggest book of the week, Ultimate Spider-Man. And to talk about this book, since I am kind of, sometimes I run off on the mouth, I don't know. But I'm going to need some black up. So, anyway, this is my black friend, Glitch. He is the biggest Spider-Man fan. We didn't even plan this. He just came wearing all this Spider-Man gear. I mean,
always loved Spider.
All right, so obviously he's going to have a strong opinion about Peter Parker being replaced by a black man since he loved Peter Parker. And if you can't tell, he is a black man. Anyway, this Ultimate Spider-Man, this did what I thought Ultimate Book should have always done. Update and modernize the mythology, because there's nothing more modern about America than black people, and hip-hop and all the, they define pop culture now. You got all, like, the young white kids, they want to be black. If they don't want to be Japanese and otaku, they have two choices. Nobody wants to be white. I mean, that's boring.
Got a point.
All right, so you can see to my point. So anyway, it takes this modernizing the mythology of Spider-Man, but keeps all the themes that made the myth work. All the power and responsibility. In fact, made Peter Parker his Uncle Ben. Peter Parker's his reason for being Spider-Man. He didn't want to. He's like, just because I have the power doesn't mean I have the responsibility. I'm like, uh-oh, this isn't going to end well. And, I only mention so much that he's black because it's Black History Month. And that's the month of the year where, black people like to celebrate blackness, correct?
Yeah, it pretty much is. We celebrate it every day, but
Is it where white people acknowledge Black history, or?
yes.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to say to Black people or all people? I don't know about Ultimate Spider-Man.
Well, honestly, I like what they're doing with Miles. He's kind of like Peter Parker, but he's also his own character, and he also has his different powers instead of just having wall crawling and web shooting.
He can still jump.
He can always jump.
So it's great. You should check it out, whether you're Black or not. And if you're a white guy and you didn't check it out because you might be racist, I'm telling you, the themes are the same, and it's Black History Month. You have no excuse anymore. If you don't try this and you're a Spider-Man fan,
You are a honky.
all right. Thanks, Glitch. Moving on. All right. Road Rage. This is Stephen King and Joe Hill, father and son team. Very heartwarming family book. Actually, it's pretty ultra-violent and ridiculous. Parental advisory. But if you like Joe Hill on Lock and Key and whatnot, if you like Stephen King on, I don't know, millions of things he's done, you should check this out. Glory is by my pal, Joe Keaton, who was the image marketing director that had this crazy idea that he was going to write comics, and he is. And he won an Eisner for editing the Best Anthology 2 years ago. So this is Eisner-winning guy, and this is his first comic. So he is going places. He has other books coming out, and Glory is essentially Wonder Woman. Rob Liefeld created all these characters that were ripoffs of everything, and his ripoff of Superman Supreme, Alan Moore, came in and made it amazing. And Joe Keaton's taking his Wonder Woman and making it insanely awesome. And he got Ross Campbell to do the art. Ross Campbell does the best thick women, the best thick muscled women. I mean, he was doing like pouty lip goth chicks for a decade, you know, with Wet Moon and whatnot, but his stuff is just so hot. I mean, like, whether you like the muscle chicks or whether you like the BBWs or the chubby threads on 4chan, he is your man, and Joe Keaton is delivering with this. It is great, and it's already pre-sold out, second print's coming. I have copies because I love Joe Keaton, so you should check this out. Sacrifice, you know, my other guy, Sam Humphries, he's kicking ass. We are the only store in all of Florida to have Sacrifice. Number 3's out now. Brilliant book, time travel, the Spaniards are coming, Aztecs forever, all this crazy stuff. Our epileptic time-traveling protagonist is kicking some ass in here finally, and this book is great, and we still have all 3 issues because I ordered second prints of number 1. Come in and try it. I mean, seriously, if nothing, try it just to tell Diamond, F you. I'm going to get my books from an alternate distribution means, even if it means I have to shop at a comic shop in Orlando, and I hate those guys. All right, so, and lastly, Ben McCool's Pigs. I know it's also Nate Crosby, but Ben McCool is my man. When he came down here, we had such fun. He stayed over at my house. We went and saw spring training baseball. You know, we shared beers and hot dogs. He is just a charming British expat. And this Pigs book is the Cold War meeting modern terrorism. It's second generation sleeper agents in America from Cuba, the president being kidnapped, ridiculous stuff, crazy twists. And the whole first volume is only $13. You should try it. If you want something different, if you want something, I mean, Image now is just experiencing creativity. And this is wildly fun, crazy, creative. It's probably going to make a great movie someday. But Ben McCool deserves all the praise because he is one of the sweetest guys in comics. And that's it. MegaCon's this weekend. We will have a booth in Artist Alley in the white section, booth 13, where we will be selling Mike Pandell, Triforce Mike, my friend and co-host who tragically died in an accident 2 weeks ago. We'll be selling his first comic, Dungeons & Doritos, issue number 1. Fully drawn, amazing stuff. We'll be selling that along with his Triforce tribute t-shirt while it lasts, and it's going to be fun, and we'll have a panel for him, the Nerdy Show panel, which I might rename the Nerdy Show Pandell, and I'll be moderating that. So if anyone says anything bad about my friend, they're getting kicked out. But you should come to that. It's 3 o'clock on Sunday at MegaCon. And MegaCon is really fun. You get out of it what you bring into it. Yes, it's a lot of anime, and you might not like that. It's a lot of sci-fi stuff. It has a little bit for everyone. But if you're going for comics, it has the comic stuff. And the after parties are fun. Saturday night's going to be great, Arkham after party. I hope to see you at MegaCon. If you see me, give me a big hug. I'll touch your butt. Thanks. Bye-bye. If you want, subscribe to our videos and check out our blog. And we have other videos every week. Some with Eric in a bathtub, Anna, you know, with her boobs, and We really thank you for watching and give us any feedback you want. Thanks. Bye-bye.